Welcome to Language Unlocked, the podcast where we dive into the art and science of mastering a new language. I'm Emma, and I'm thrilled to be here with my co-host Alex to talk about a game-changing topic for language learners.
Hey everyone, Alex here. Today, we're tackling something that's a major hurdle for anyone learning English, or really any language. It's the trap of mental translation and how to break free by thinking in English. Ready to dive in, Emma?
Absolutely, Alex. Let's set the stage. Picture this. You're trying to have a conversation in English, but your brain is working overtime, translating every sentence from your native language. It's exhausting, right? And it slows you down, makes you hesitate, and sometimes leads to awkward moments.
Totally. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I'd think of a sentence in English, translate it word for word, and end up with something that sounded, well, let's just say not natural. Like I try to say, I'm in trouble, but end up with some weird literal translation from English. It's a common struggle.
Exactly. So today we're going to unpack why mental translation holds us back, why thinking in English is the key to fluency, and most importantly, how to make that shift. Let's start with the problem. Alex, why is translating in your head such a big deal?
Great question, Emma. First off, mental translation is like running a marathon with weights strapped to your legs. It's slow. When you're chatting with someone, you don't have time to build a sentence in your native language, translate it, and then speak. It creates those awkward pauses where you're like, hang on, let me figure this out.
Right. And it's not just about speed. Translating can mess with your accuracy too. Every language has its own vibe, its own idioms, grammar, and flow. For example, if you're a Bengali speaker and you translate an idiom like putting a hand on the head directly into English, it's going to confuse everyone. In English, you'd say, I'm in trouble, but a literal translation? Total misfire. And let's not forget the mental block it creates. When you're always translating, you're tethered to your native language. It's like you're not fully diving into English. You're just dipping your toes in. That keeps you from feeling confident or natural.
So true. It's like trying to swim while holding on to the edge of the pool. You've got to let go to really move forward. So, Alex, why is thinking in English such a game changer?
Thinking in English is like upgrading your brain's operating system. When you form thoughts directly in English, you cut out the middleman, translation. That means you can speak faster, more naturally, and keep up in conversations, whether it's a casual chat or a high-stakes presentation.
And it's not just about speed. When you think in English, you start to feel the language. You use its natural rhythms, idioms, and expressions. Instead of forcing English into the structure of your native language, you're expressing yourself in a way that feels authentic to native speakers.
Plus, it's a cognitive win. Language shapes how we think. So when you start thinking in English, it becomes part of who you are. You're not just learning a language, you're integrating it into your mind. It's like adding a new lens to how you see the world.
And let's talk about the cultural side. Thinking in English opens the door to English-speaking cultures. Whether it's getting the humor in a sitcom, understanding slang, or connecting with people on a deeper level. It's like you're not just speaking the language, you're living it.
Exactly. And for anyone eyeing global opportunities, whether it's a job, studying abroad, or just connecting online, thinking in English is a superpower. It makes you more confident and competitive in fields like tech, business, or academia.
Love that. But let's be real. This isn't an overnight switch. It's a journey, and there are some serious challenges to overcome. Let's break those down next. Segment 3, Challenges of Thinking in English.
Oh, for sure. One big hurdle is vocabulary. If your English vocab is limited, it's hard to express complex thoughts without falling back on your native language. It's like trying to paint a picture with only a few colors.
And habits are tough to break. If you've been translating for years, your brain is wired to do it. Switching to thinking in English feels unnatural at first, like trying to write with your non-dominant hand.
Then there's the immersion problem. If you're in a place where English isn't spoken daily, it's harder to surround yourself with the language. You're not hearing it in the streets or at the grocery store, so your brain doesn't get that constant exposure.
And let's not forget fear. Fear of making mistakes can make you retreat to translation as a safety net. But mistakes are how we learn. I mean, I've said some wild things trying to speak French, but it's all part of the process.
Totally. And for some, there's an emotional side. Language is tied to identity, so thinking in English might feel like you're stepping away from your roots. That can be a big psychological barrier.
Great points, Alex. So how do we tackle these challenges? Let's share some practical strategies to help our listeners start thinking in English.
All right, let's get practical. First up, immersion. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Watch movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos without subtitles. Listen to English podcasts like this one or music. The more you hear English, the more your brain gets comfortable with it.
And read, read, read. Pick up books, blogs, or articles in English. Choose stuff you enjoy so it doesn't feel like a chore. Reading exposes you to new vocab and sentence structures, which helps you think in English naturally.
Another great tip is to practice internal monologues. Narrate your day in English in your head. Like when you're making breakfast, think, I'm pouring coffee. I need to check my emails. It's like training wheels for thinking in English.
Love that. And journaling in English is huge. Write down your thoughts, plans, or even your dreams in English. It forces you to articulate ideas without translating. Start simple if you need to, like I'm happy today or I want to eat pizza.
Vocabulary is key too. Learn a few new words or phrases every day. Apps like Anki or Memrise are great for this. And focus on collocations, how words go together, like make a decision instead of do a decision. It helps your thoughts flow more naturally.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Seriously, embrace them. If you're unsure how to say something, just go for it in English. You'll learn faster that way than falling back on translation.
Oh, and here's a fun one. Change your phone or computer settings to English. It's a small tweak, but it forces you to interact with English all the time. You can even label stuff around your house with English words to reinforce vocab.
And get out there and talk. Find a language partner or join online communities. Platforms like Tandem or HelloTalk connect you with native speakers. The more you speak, the more you'll think in English without even trying.
Totally. And if you can, create an English bubble. Set aside time each day to only use English, whether it's watching a show, writing, or even thinking. If you're really committed, travel to an English-speaking country for that full immersion experience.
Segment 5. The rewards of thinking in English.
So why go through all this effort? Because the rewards are huge. Thinking in English makes you fluent and confident. You're not just speaking the language, you're owning it. Conversations feel natural and you don't second-guess yourself.
And it's a cognitive boost. Thinking in a new language makes your brain more flexible. It's like a workout for your mind, improving your problem solving and creativity. Plus, you get to see the world through a new cultural lens.
Career-wise, it's a game changer. Whether you're aiming for a job in tech, finance, or academia, being able to think and communicate fluently in English opens so many doors. It's like a global passport.
And on a personal level, it's empowering. Mastering a new way of thinking makes you feel like you can take on anything. You're not just learning English, you're expanding who you are and how you connect with the world.
Segment 6. Overcoming psychological barriers.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about the emotional side. Some learners worry that thinking in English means losing a piece of their identity. Emma, any thoughts on that?
Totally valid concern. But here's the thing. Thinking in English doesn't replace your native language. It adds to it. Bilingualism or multilingualism is a superpower. You're not losing your roots, you're growing new branches. Embrace English as part of your identity, not a threat to it.
Well said. And if you're worried about authenticity, remember that it's about expressing you. With practice, English becomes just as natural a way to share your thoughts and feelings as your native language.
Segment 7. A Day Thinking in English.
All right, let's paint a picture for our listeners. Imagine a day where you're thinking in English from start to finish. In the morning, you wake up and think, I'm making coffee and checking my emails. At work or school, you're framing your tasks in English. I need to finish this project by noon.
And when you're hanging out with friends, you respond in English in your head, even if you're speaking another language out loud. Like, I'm starving, let's grab food. At night, you reflect. Today was awesome. I nailed that presentation. Doing this consistently rewires your brain to think in English.
Segment 8. Closing thoughts.
So, listeners, the takeaway is clear. Stop translating, start thinking in English. It's not just about learning a language, it's about transforming how you think and connect with the world. It takes practice, patience, and a willingness to make mistakes, but the payoff is worth it.
Absolutely. Immerse yourself, narrate your thoughts, expand your vocab, and don't be afraid to dive in. You've got this. And if you're looking for more tips, check out resources like BBC Learning English, TED Talks, or apps like Duolingo. They're great for building that English thinking muscle.
Thanks for tuning in to Language Unlocked. If you've got stories about your own language learning journey or tips for thinking in English, share them with us on X or drop us a message. We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep thinking in English, and keep unlocking new possibilities. See you soon.
Outro music plays. Emma and Alex together.
Bye, everyone.